Good evening. My name is Mike Tukoski, and I'm a member of Team SCSE. And tonight I'm going to do a video about how to dress in cold weather. As many of you have realized, winter is now here in Wisconsin. It snowed. We ran yesterday in 3-degree weather, and the temperature looks like it's going to stay low for the next couple days, if not couple weeks. So if you're like me, you don't like to be cooped up inside. We want to be outside, but we want to run safely, and that means dressing correctly for the weather. So when I'm getting dressed, the first thing I'm putting on is a compression shirt. It's tight to your skin, it's synthetic, it allows your body to breathe, and the moisture passes through it. Gives you good support. Likewise, for pants, I'm wearing a pair of compression tights that are partially wind block. They're a little heavier for the winter. There are pants out there that are specific to wind blocking, so you might want to try those. I recommend not wearing multiple layers if you're not accustomed to doing that in terms of your pants, because it can be uncomfortable. As with everything, before you go out to a race, try this stuff on outside and see how it works for you. I always say it's never about the temperature, it's always about your equipment and what you're comfortable with. So after I put on my compression shirt, I'm going to pull out a dry weave shirt to give me a little further, another layer. It's synthetic, it's lightweight. Again, it allows the moisture to go through, but it'll trap some air in there. Once I'm done with that, depending on the wind, I'll pull out a quarter zip, also synthetic material. I like quarter zips because you can zip them up, you get a little neck coverage. Again, that'll give me 3 layers, and unless it's really, really windy, that should do it. One thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to dress for the first 5 minutes of your race. You want to dress for the 10 minutes to however long you're going, because if you get too hot early, you're going to sweat too much, and you'll end up cold and uncomfortable. For your neck, you might want to consider using a gaiter. Again, synthetic material. It goes on, and it just basically protects your neck from the wind, because you don't want the wind going down the back. For your head, again, synthetic. It can be any kind of hat you want. If it's really, really cold with wind chills, you might want a hat that has some kind of face guard to it. Or you could go totally balaclava on us and only have your eyes showing. For your feet, I like, when it's really, really cold out, to wear a pair of polypropylene liners. They're very, very lightweight, they're very, very thin, and they're next to your skin. The next layer you can use on your feet are a pair of dry fit socks, just regular dry fit socks, synthetic, or if you want to be a little more cautious, you can go with some lightweight wool socks. Now the caution here is, make sure that this stuff fits underneath and in your shoes before you go out and do it. You need to have taken this out for a dry run beforehand. Okay, on your head, if you're not using a balaclava, nice knit hat, synthetic. Covers up, make sure it gets your ears. Again, enough to give your head some coverage, but not too hot. You want some breathing there. For your hands, mittens. Mittens always work really well. There are wind block mittens out there that keep your hands pretty warm, but remember, as with everything, when you're running, everything sweats, including your hands. So if you're wearing ski gloves or something like that, they can be very, very uncomfortable very shortly. The other alternative is sort of a knit glove. It can be synthetic, but they should breathe a little bit. So when you're out there, the most important thing to do is be certain that these choices work for you. If it's slippery out, you can wear trail shoes. If you're more accustomed to just regular running shoes, training shoes, use those. But be aware of the surface and the conditions that may change. You want to run safely, you want to run outdoors, you want to run safely, and you want to run comfortably. Thanks for listening.